Entrepreneurial marketing is attempting to develop a specific niche within an industry with a new innovation. It is not just one marketing strategy, but numerous ones working together to differentiate themselves from the traditional marketing practice. The most common feature of entrepreneurial marketing are innovation, risk-taking, and being proactive. In this day and age, social media has become a platform for entrepreneurial marketing, as companies are able to target huge numbers of people from around the world for free. The Coca-Cola Company was established in 1892 after Asa Candler bought the Coca-Cola brand and formula off a pharmacist in 1889. The Coca-Cola Company is now a multinational drinks corporation and manufacturer, retailer and marketer of non-alcoholic drinks. This year they have made their 5th consecutive appearance in Fortune's annual ranking of the world's 50 most admired companies. Coca-Cola over time have got to know their target market and have adapted to the cultural differences from around the world, changing the tastes for the local consumers and altering the amounts of products which are sold in different countries due to its popularity. In the summer of 2012, Coca-Cola launched one of the biggest entrepreneurial marketing campaigns to date, Share a Coke With. The campaign started in Australia with the aim to reconnect with the consumers. With intense market research, they found that 50% of teens and young adults in Australia hadn't tasted a Coke in the previous month, and things needed to change. Coca-Cola came up with the idea of replacing their traditional Coke logo with the 50 most popular names in Australia. Coca-Cola chose to do things differently with their marketing campaign, and instead of marketing their new idea, they instead let the people do the talking. Suddenly, Coke bottles with people's names on were appearing in shops. The internet blew up. On Australia's highest-rated media weekend, Coke came clean and invited Australians all over to share a Coke. Coke had now started to promote with digital marketing using interactive billboards all over the country. Coca-Cola had also hit headlines with huge media coverage. They were getting thousands of requests for different names to be added to the Coke bottles, and over 65,000 people had voted for what names they thought should be put on the bottles next. They also had huge social media coverage, and in the first 3 months of the campaign, the young adult consumption had increased, there were millions of impressions on Facebook, tens of thousands of viral Coke cans had been shared, and tens of thousands of custom Cokes had been printed at Westfield shopping centres. The campaign spread across the world throughout the summers. In Britain, 250 of the most popular names were printed, with people scrambling through the drinks counters to find their names or their friends' and family's names. People across the country and world were talking about this campaign. It was a conversation starter. By the end of this, Coca-Cola had a 2% worldwide volume growth in 2013 and a 1% volume growth in the fourth quarter of 2013. Lots of different types of marketing were used throughout this campaign: social media, digital, conversation starter and experiential marketing in forms of the Share a Coke tours where customers could have their own personal bottles made. Digital marketing was a huge part of this campaign, and one of the main reasons it was so successful was due to the fact that they were able to engage with the consumers virally and virtually. By getting people to go online and create their own cans and give their own name suggestions, they made consumers feel as though they were part of the company and that their own opinions were valued. Coca-Cola have not always been successful with their new products and marketing campaigns. In 1985, Coca-Cola took a big leap and decided to change the formula of the world's most popular soft drink, Coke. From market research, they found that their falling sales were due to the fact that people preferred the taste of Pepsi compared to Coke. With intense testing and many blind tests, consumers seemed to prefer the taste of the new Coke. However, when the news of the new Coke was released, the public protested. People began to stock up on old cans, and some even got depressed over the loss of their favourite drink. Suddenly, Coca-Cola was the talk of the nation, with people realising how much the taste of Coke actually impacted on their lives. 3 months after the release of the new Coke, Coca-Cola decided to bring back the old formula, changing the name of the new Coke to Coke 2. This hit the headlines of all major newspapers. Although the original campaign failed, they were still able to remind people of the love that they have for Coke, which has led them to still being the most popular brand of soft drink to date. Coca-Cola are potentially one of the best companies in the world when it comes to digital marketing. They have seen the future of marketing, and they have accepted the world is changing and that digital marketing is the way forward. Since 2012, all Coca-Cola campaigns have been based around digital marketing, with both their Super Bowl and Olympic campaigns. Coca-Cola, the major sponsor of the World Cup, are currently looking into the viability of using the iBeacon as a major part of their marketing strategy at the World Cup this year. The iBeacon, made by Apple, is a Bluetooth beacon which has the technology to sense when iPhones or Android phones are around them and are able to send push notifications such as Coca-Cola promotions, drink recipes and apps to the phone. I feel that Coca-Cola are already heading in the right direction when it comes to digital marketing and have already got to grips with how to engage with the public and use the advantages of digital marketing with full effect. Since using digital marketing, Coca-Cola have been very successful and are forever growing in their marketing industry. They already have numerous social media pages such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube, and between them all have millions of followers.